solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a school.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be out of... just shy of the 40.
Darius Slayton. A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, New York.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one good for 26 and a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. McCaffrey trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down. Right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to number
Mike
13,
Evans. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7, Chiefs nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs
and Hill will opt for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by James.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Jalen Mills in on the stop.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7. Harrison Butler.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. He's got a first down past the 30. The 40. He's at the 30. 10.
You know what? Why don't you just start
and
over?
all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 84 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind. But into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Called a no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That ties the game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Let's go, defense. Let's go next.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down to the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Mahomes going to throw. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if... And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Giants 14.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think
and he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
We got 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. Catch made by Slayton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Darius Slayton. A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got to stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21
Well, that
yards.
certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And the Giants first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Chiefs 35, Giants 21.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's good.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Boy, the run on first down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Quincy Williams.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Quincy Williams on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The first running back drafted in April. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Results.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Makes the score.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Airing this one out for it. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it 1 play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to
Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike 2. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 29.
Choose the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the pass. Switch.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. 50 yards, come on. 50 yards, come on. Here we go.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Giants 29. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3 yards to go.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jason Pierre-Paul able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, best up the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can just crashing down, I was cluttered, doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel the rush in your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those feelings that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those feelings that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those feelings that never be the same. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. You got a
319! Go!
Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what happened between last week and this week, but today was a great practice, and this coaching staff is loving it. You guys consistently do that, and I see a lot of victories in our future. Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited. We're only scratching.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down with my wrist, talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macho with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Little bit, little bit.